overcome it with an explanation mark.
I don't know why that song was on my mental strain overcoming.
Hi, YouTube. I think that we're good on YouTube.
Did you turn that? Did you hit that?
I did. We're good. We're good. Good in the neighborhood.
Are we? Can we see the comments from them?
I'm gonna get on there right now.
Oh, that's what you were saying.
Get this. You need this. No.
When you know love is all I need, I don't wanna stay.
Decline.
It's calling.
No, they told me to join
On what?
on the live.
Ooh.
That's Lip. This is me. So when I tagged it, they asked me to join.
Oh, both of y'all at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. Hello, everyone. Hi.
Hey.
You laugh everywhere?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get it going
Let
then.
me make sure the camera's. Oh, duh. Let me make sure the camera on while I'm looking at myself. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's your girl Angel Divine, but of course we already knew that.
It's Tish from the podcast.
And
Hi,
y'all already knew
everybody.
that too.
Hi.
Yeah, don't you all summery today?
First of all, I do want to apologize because it was my fault that we wasn't on Monday. So I'm
It doesn't matter. You
sorry.
gotta apologize for nothing.
You guys, I was being bad with the knife when I stabbed my hand, so I was in excruciating pain, so I was not able to come. But nevertheless, I am here today, and we got some things that we want to talk about.
And y'all knew I wasn't coming on Monday anyway because if y'all watch me on, y'all knew I wasn't in the mood.
She would have came. I would
I
have
wasn't
her
coming.
out of it, and she would have.
I wasn't coming. That's why
She
I
probably
wasn't
would have been
coming.
here hot, but she would have been.
I would have been in here crying all day. Y'all don't want to see that.
But anyways, so we're here to discuss what causes mental strain and then how to overcome it. And I need to
First of all, y'all that's hopping on, say hey, y'all, hey, so we know when y'all on here. Give us a little bit of hearts and stuff to let us know that y'all on this thing. Make sure if you can hear me, because my thing don't be showing whether they can hear me or not. If you can hear me on Facebook, my Facebook, can you give me some thumbs up or something, some hearts or something, so I know that you can hear us, because I be having technical difficulties on this here thing right yonder. Oh, right yonder. Or just let me know. Say yes, I can hear you. We can hear you. Whatever.
Can y'all hear us? Can y'all hear us? So I'm gonna say something to the Lip Facebook page, the Lip Live. If you comment and you don't see me come back to your comment right away, don't worry, I'm coming. I'm using this phone for multiple reasons, so I'm going back and forth, okay? Just to let you know that.
I don't know if they can hear me.
It's two people live on the Angel page. Cheryl Math, can you please just say hi so we can know that you can hear us?
Or just
Or
heart
it.
something. If y'all can hear. Okay. Thank
Okay,
you,
thank
lovely.
you. Thank you. Okay, so let's get started. You good?
I don't know what's up with his iPad. I just gotta. Yeah, we can go ahead and do our thing. So today, on mine, I put favoritism, mental strain, and how to overcome it. I think that's what I put on there. But yeah, we got something real to talk about today. Um, and it's something that a lot of us deal with when it comes to our everyday life. Hey, Mama Terry. No, I'm nervous. My real life coach is on the line.
All praises. All praises, all praises. Okay, so we're just gonna get started.
Not that I got a fake life coach. I don't know why I said it like that.
So first we're gonna talk about what is mental strain. Okay. Mental strain is nothing more than a stress overload. Okay, a stress overload, it could come from multiple things. Overworking. It could come from not working at all. My hand, y'all.
You
My
hit your hand?
hand, and I'm studying acting like it's normal, but it's not. So let me move it out the way. It could come from not working at all, knowing that you have bills to pay. It could come from, your kids just, doing what they want to do, going into early adulthood, and you're not seeing, it's just so many different reasons that you can have a stress overload. Um, it comes, the main thing that it comes from in my perspective is feeling like everyone depends on me. So it's like you don't have a chance to be vulnerable or to have your hand messed up because everybody depends on you. You still gotta, do what you do for your family, do what you do to make sure that everything's still afloat. That is a mental strain that holds a lot of responsibilities in itself.
Right.
So that's one side of it. And this thing better stop doing this.
I think the devil was busy because, baby, I don't know what's going on this side of the world for
The
me.
other one is emotional weight. Emotional weight is something that we often experience too often. Dealing with families, we've talked about in the past grieving someone that's alive. And, that's a number one example of emotional weight. Or even watching somebody, that is addicted to something and you love them and you watching them spiral down.
Yeah.
And you can't do anything to save them.
Mhm.
That's an emotional weight.
Mhm.
It's just dealing with anybody that you love and they're not living their life the way that it's supposed to be lived, and you see what it's doing to them, but they don't see it, or what it's doing to you too, and they don't see it or don't care to see it.
Yeah.
That's emotional weight.
Mhm.
I'm gonna pause right here. I have some other things to say, but I want to give Angel a chance to speak about emotional weight because yeah.
Yeah. So on my hey girl, hey. So when it comes to the emotional weight that I can relate to, it would come it would my main thing is like, favoritism in families and stuff, and how sometimes we don't even recognize that we are showing favoritism towards certain people, towards our kids or whatever the case may be. Um and it causes you to feel like you're not chosen in your own family or with your own friends or even at a job. Like sometimes you can go to work and you can feel like you're the best worker there, but you're never seen. And so then it's gonna remind you of things that you had to deal with growing up. Oh, excuse me, something's in my eye. But just feeling like you're never fully seen, never fully heard, never fully valued. Um, and it don't always have to be the big things. Sometimes you get certain family members. Oh, this is about to touch a couple people, but you get certain family members that are coming to town and they only see I'm trying not to I know that was an ugly face. I saw what my face looked like with my eyes closed. But like I don't want nobody to take it personal, but if the shoe fit, lace it up. Like how certain family members, I'm just gonna say, like my mama coming to town, right? And she'll go see my siblings, and I'm right in the middle of everybody, and she don't come see me. So that's something that I have to deal with that causes because if I don't talk about it, it's just gonna sit there. But anyway, but to me that goes back to the favoritism that I had to deal with as a kid. Sometimes when you deal with stuff like that, you become a little offensive. Is that the word I want to say?
Well, I'm not quite sure what make you defensive.
Yeah, you'll be a little defensive. Maybe I should just read my notes. And you anyway. Um, I was about to go somewhere else. I'm sorry. Yeah, Lady Kills. I'm trying to keep it real, but I'm trying to see. My problem is, in me keeping it real, I always try to protect people's feelings, and so sometimes with me, that's an emotional strain. So because sometimes me trying to protect somebody else's feelings, I have to mask mine, and it's not fair to me. But when we talk on this thing, for y'all who don't know, when we get on this thing, we talk about real life stuff. Like nothing is made up. Like we talk about stuff that we really go through. So my main thing is the favoritism. Like, I grew up with favoritism. Like my mom treated me, she treated all of us different. Like we all know the baby sister was the favorite kid, even till today. Like, I got my own children now. My sister got kids. There's favoritism shown towards my children, and I feel like it's because, and I've said this several times, but I feel like it's because my kids are attached to me. So I was already treated differently, coming up. So now my kids are being treated differently too. And then when you have these, it absolutely does hurt. So when you have these conversations with your parents or whatever, who is the person who's causing these things, they'll let me just say it. So I had a conversation with my mom, because I shared with you a couple things, and I shared with some of y'all a couple things about how I felt, and certain things that was said to me as a kid, and I had to deal with from a kid to an adult. So I had a conversation, like, because at first I didn't want to have this conversation because I done brought it to people's attention several times. So why do I got to keep bringing certain things to
Right.
people's attention? And my cousin said something to me at my son's birthday party this last Sunday. He was like, he was like, what you're doing is called? It's called insanity. Because you keep having the same conversations, thinking that something is going to expecting different results, and you keep getting the same result, and then you keep getting yourself hurt. Kids that just literally told me the same thing. Like, you can't keep trying to fix something that's now out of your control, right? So then when I'm dealing with this situation, my thing is, dang, what did I do? Like, what did I do? Because if I had this conversation with you and I told you how I felt about this situation, and it was just you and I, and you said, well, I'm gonna do something different, like, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that, then you don't do it. So now I'm like, is it really something that I'm doing wrong? Am I saying something that you don't like? Like, what is it that I'm doing? When I know I ain't talking to you, I'm not talking about you, I'm not dealing with you. So why do I keep blaming myself? Why am I expecting you to do something different? Well, I know why I'm expecting you to do something different, because you're my parent, because you're my mom. And sometimes we expect people to change their behavior, but we never told them what was wrong. So you can't, if I did something to you and you never, and this is, generally speaking, if I did something to you and I don't know, you can't expect me to change anything when you didn't come tell me that I did something wrong. I just saw a friend, a friend girl of mine. I try not to say girlfriend because y'all be kind of confused on this thing. So I saw a friend girl, and I thought we was good. Like, I thought we was real cool. But I started reaching out to her. I started trying to tag her in something, and we're no longer Facebook friends. I'm like, dang, what did I do? If I did something, you have to let me know. If I said something, because everybody that know me, first of all, I talk real hard. It's just in me. Like, I talk real hard, and sometimes I say stuff and it may have been took the wrong way, but I didn't mean it that way.
Right.
So I need you to let me know so that I can fix that. Or, dang, babe, my bad. Like, there's a lot of times that I would have certain people at my house and my cousin would be over there, or I would have a group of people at my house. I'm like, dang, you gonna let her talk to you like that? And she'll be like, that's just how she talks. If you don't know, then you don't know. But anyway, if there's something that we did and you don't tell us, you can't expect us to change. So I had to sit down, because you may not have thought you did anything wrong to me. You might have think, everything is good and Angel just acting how she acted. But I set you down and I let you know how I felt. And the most hurtful thing that was done to me, when I told you, you laughed and asked me, was I drinking? Not was I drinking, but was she drinking? She's like, I said that, was I drinking? I don't know. But what was the laugh for? Because now I feel like you laughing at my pain. Because this is something that I dealt with for years. And then something that she said to me, I want to look at that because it's gonna make me lose my train of thought. I'm gonna come back to that, kills, because it's gonna make me lose my train of thought. But something that she said to me, that hurt her, I let her know. I let her know how like, this is why I did that. I'm just gonna say what it is. So she told me, okay, so I'm talking about a conversation that I had with my mom. Transparent moment. It doesn't matter. I was talking about a conversation that I had with my mom years ago. She told me that, I just never understood why she treated me the way that she treated me, right? And I said that to her, and she was like, well, the reason why I treated you this way is because I didn't want you. I wanted to abort you, but your dad made me keep you. So this is something that I was dealing with and kept to myself for a long time. So as I grew up, first of all, I already dealt with favoritism because she already treated me different since I was a kid. You can look at our family pictures and see it. sister's hair done. Maybe I was a little wild or something. I don't know, but my hair was never done. I didn't dress like my sisters. Like even till to this day, my sisters are all cute and bougie and stuff, and I just throw on some sweatpants, leggings, and call it a day. When I gotta put that on, I put it on. Y'all know, because obviously in my bedroom. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like my sisters stay done up all the time, not me. So and that comes from like them being close, closest to my mom or whatever, and my mom kind of, loving on them a little more. I was a daddy's girl. And I was a daddy's girl because my dad showed me love. Okay. Like, even though my dad is different because he wasn't affectionate, but he showed me, like, even though he called me a boy too, like, come on, boy, But my dad was like, come on, let's go. Right. My dad showed me that I mattered. And that's everything. And even to this day, when I be dealing with my kids, like, I'm learning to be more affectionate because they deserve that. And I want affection when, dealing with a man. I need some affection. Like, I need you to love on me. I need you to, even though I don't like to be touched, touch me. Touch me, baby. I need that. So, anyway, back to the conversation. So I was, I let her know how I felt. She laughed in my face and she was like, well, you know what hurt me growing up, or, was that you didn't give me a chance to have a relationship with Zion, which is my oldest son. So, but she said that before I told her why. So my reasons why was, well, dang, you want a relationship with my son. But yet you told me you didn't even want me. You wanted to abort me. So why would I? And then you treated me like shit my whole pregnancy. Anytime I asked her anything, excuse me for cussing. Oh my God, y'all, my bad. I be trying not to cuss. I'm so sorry. And I haven't cussed in a long time, but anyway. So she said, I didn't allow her relationship with my son. And I'm like, well, this is why. Because you said these things to me. So why would I allow you to get close to my child? And then even through my whole pregnancy, I wasn't able to come to you with anything. Like, this is my first. Now, I done been pregnant 150 million times. I had 150 million, I was about to say abortions, miscarriages. I was told I could never have kids. All three of my children are miracle babies. All three of them. And if you know about Legend, and Amira was my only baby that was my pregnancy that was easy and the birth that was easy. My boys put me through hell. Okay. But anyway, so with my pregnancy, my very first full-term pregnancy, I'm asking my mom certain questions like, well, why do I feel like this? Like, what is this? And Kill said it's okay to cuss. I'm like, well, what is this? And she was like, dang girl, you act like you the only person that ever been pregnant. I'm not acting like I'm the only person that ever been pregnant, but this is my first pregnancy. I felt like I should have been able to come to my mom and ask her these questions. Like, dang, like,
not only that, every pregnancy is different, and you are entitled to feel the way you feel when you're pregnant. Yeah, everybody goes through pregnancy their own way.
Well, I didn't enjoy my first pregnancy at all.
And yeah, and you should have been able to express that.
Yeah, well, I wasn't able to express that. So not only now that I had to deal with you treating me some type of way from a child to my pregnancy, then through my pregnancy, then after I had my baby, now the most affectionate time I've ever had with my mom was when my son was born. Zion was actually born dead. He didn't have no heartbeat for 7 minutes. So, and I believe it was my fault because I drank some castor oil. Judge yourself, not me.
Proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
I almost said it. So I drank castor oil and I was in labor for 2 days. Water broke, everything, and I was in a pool I was just buck wild, okay? So the most affectionate time that I had with my mom was when I had my son, because she was in the room. I had to have an emergency C-section because my baby heart had stopped. And so, like, I heard my mom praying. My mom and the nurse was praying. And I said to God, God, I know you ain't bring me this far to take my baby. And as soon as that happened, let Zion sound like he said, aha, started breathing or whatever. He was the healthiest baby in the NICU. They had put him in the NICU because of what happened or whatever, but healthiest baby in the NICU. So I felt like that was a bonding moment for me and my mom. So I felt like, dang, okay, I got my mom back. Like, everything about to be off, So it wasn't that. So, eventually we got out the hospital. 2 weeks later, my grandmother passed. So all her little favorite kids that was supposed to be there with her while her mother passed were gone. And guess what? This girl who had just got cut open was right there. Didn't leave her. Had my own place. Didn't leave her side. Was there. So again, I thought this was another bonding moment. And even still, it was still nothing. So anyway, so I said all of that to say my whole life, I, was just chasing for a relationship with my mom because I saw the love and affection and stuff my sisters was getting from her. And they probably felt the same way toward my dad. You know, they probably wanted the affection and stuff that they was getting from my dad. But I feel like, I don't know, I felt like my dad felt like, you know, they got her. You know, you don't got nobody. I see how she treats you. Anytime my mom would get mad, she would take my car from me that my dad gave me. I done lost jobs, all type of stuff. Like, you know, so I had to deal with that. And these is things that now as an adult, when you try to talk to your parents and let them know, like, hey, these are things that bother me as a kid. Like, can we fix this? I mean, we're grown now. I'm 36 with 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, pretty seasoned. I feel like this is something that could have been fixed. So not only that, let's go to my son's birthday party. Then I'm about to hop off this thing and give this back to you. All of this is gonna tie into mental strain. What was the other one? Mental strain.
I didn't get to the other one, so I'm not.
Oh, I'm sorry. So we're not gonna say it, but all of this is gonna tie into mental strain because these are things that I had to deal with as from a child to now. I realized the older generation doesn't believe in therapy. That is absolutely true. I'm in therapy. I've been in therapy for 4 going on 5 years now. 3 going on 4 years, excuse me. So I needed it because these are things that I dealt with from as a kid. So we have to heal from childhood traumas. So we're gonna get to my son's birthday party. I'm sorry, I know I'm being pretty long-winded, but it is what it is. It's a trust the process. So for y'all that is on this live, that same that I went live on Monday to explain why my heart was just so broken and shattered. On Sunday was my son's 4th birthday party. I posted the flyer on here. Only people I specifically sent it to was my family, like my immediate family. Everybody else I just posted it on here. So the people that seen it in his school. That's it. So people that seen it came, whatever. So I'm expecting the people who always show up, my mom, my siblings, whatever. Not necessarily my siblings, because sometimes we just be too busy that we really don't show up. Like, we'll just, happy birthday, we call them on the birthdays, and then sometimes, if they have parties, we don't always show up. It's only 3 of us that got kids, but whatever. So for my son's birthday party, his birthday party was 3:35. Did I share this with you?
No, I knew the time, though.
Okay. So my baby birthday party was 3 to 5. Okay. My little sister, she gonna show up. She's gonna show up for the kids. That's just what she do. My older sister, if she comes, she come. She don't, she don't. She be booked and busy. But my mom, I make all of my kids' birthday parties on Sundays because for some reason, not for some reason, but she's off on Sundays and Mondays. So I make sure that all my kids' parties are on Mondays, right? I mean, on Sundays. So my son party, 3 to 5. She came before the party. I was upstairs. I had just got out the shower, was getting dressed. She came to the house before and dropped off their Easter baskets.
On Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, but I hear her downstairs. I didn't come out, nothing, but whatever. I hear her downstairs, and she was like, okay, well, I'll see you at the birthday party. My son's birthday party, 3 to 5. 3, 2, 5. Okay? Not them. It's at Zap Zone. My little sister showed up, she doing her thing. My mom and her family shows up at 4:45. Party's over at 4:45. Now, because I'm very nosy, I was already watching her location, so I was seeing what I needed to see. Okay, so show up at 4:45. I made a call to see if somebody else was coming. It was like my nephew had got sick, so my older sister left. So I was like, all right, well, we're about to sing happy birthday to my son. So I was like, Mom, we're about to sing happy birthday. She told me, oh, I got to go pay for these lanes. I got to go pay for these lanes. Now I see my mom, her boyfriend, her boyfriend's daughter, and all 4 of my niece and my nephews, all of them there, thinking that they was coming to my son's birthday party. Okay, all of this is gonna tie into mental strain. Stay with me. Okay,
it's already there.
Oh, okay. So I'm like, okay, but nobody was in the room for the party. Okay, but y'all here for my son's birthday party. But nobody was. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Y'all came for a family outing to go bowling at my son's birthday party. And the right thing to say was exactly. She had to go pay for some lanes because we was at Zap Zone. She was going bowling. Okay. I had room number 4. It's one of my favorite numbers. I had room number 4. They was on bowling lanes 11 and 12, which is directly across from me. So if God was not showing me what I needed to see, if I ever said God showed me a sign that these people ain't for me,
Why had to be 11 and 12 though?
they was on lanes 11.
What's my birthday?
Oh, but those are room numbers too.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they went on the lanes. So at this point, first of all, I ain't even gonna front y'all. Granny's a crybaby. I cried because that I'm not about to cry right now. So if my voice cracked, it's just like that. I was so hurt.
I'm hurt for you.
I was so hurt because you can't. Oh my God, I was so hurt. I was so hurt because why did y'all first of all pick today? What I thought, what would have been the right thing to do was this, right? Let me take my glasses off so y'all can see my eyeballs. I can't even see y'all. But this would have been the right thing to do. Angel, even though you came at 4:45, we're going to sing happy birthday. We're going to do the rest of my grandson's birthday party. Then we're going to get some lanes. If y'all want to, get on the lanes with us, we can do that. We about to make it a Sunday fun day. That's how I felt. That's too much like right, ain't it? Because they got these lanes, did not come back into my son's birthday party. This may be real small to y'all, but this shit is huge to me.
It ain't small.
Because this is the type of stuff that I've been dealing with since my kids was born. Not only since my kids was born, but shit, probably as long as since I was born too, because I don't know. I only can remember from 6 to 36. I remember it like it was yesterday. So they do that little bowling thing. My older sister who came literally was so confused. Well, one of my older sisters. My older sister baby was sick. But my sister under her, she was just like, I'm here for you. She was totally oblivious to what was going on. So she felt bad. She was like, well, just come bowl with us. I taught my children.
If you ain't invited,
if you are not invited,
don't go.
Don't invite yourself to nothing. Mm-hmm. Don't invite yourself to nothing. And I told my sister that, I said, she didn't invite me. Y'all bowling. She was like, no, we're here for your son's birthday party. I said, no, you're not. Y'all are bowling. Y'all are here for a family bowling trip. My mom, her boyfriend, her boyfriend's daughter, my older sister, my little sister, my niece, and my nephews. All of them. I was excited when I saw all of them come, thinking that they was here for my son's party.
What a wonderful turnout that would have been.
Because I can't even remember the last time everybody was at any of the parties together like that. My mom would have had all her kids. Did I say something to them? Is my name Angel Rembert? And for those of y'all who didn't know my real last name, that's what it is. Yes, I did. I definitely did. Did I say something? But not even did I say something. I shouldn't even have to say nothing because it was written. My face talked before I do. Everybody in the party room, when I tell you the energy in the party room shifted, and it was because of me, because I was very much hurt. Like I tried my hardest not to cry because I don't like crying in front of people. I couldn't stop crying to the point where even when I walked out, I couldn't stop crying because Dan, in my face, now you really playing in my face. So anyway, they had their good old family time, and my children begged me to stay. And as bad as I wanted them not to stay because y'all wasn't even invited to this family outing, I allowed them to stay. But I needed that time to myself so I can get myself together because I was a hot mess. So I let my kids stay. They was dropped off to the house. The first thing my baby said when he walked in the house was, Mom. Mind you, my son had an amazing time. He had an amazing turnout. Thank you to everybody that came, everybody that called, everybody that dropped off a gift, cash out, whatever. My baby was like, Mom, why such and such wasn't at my party? He specifically named 4 people that he really wanted to come to his party because he asked them to come, not me. Mm-hmm. And my mother was definitely one of them. Like, he saw her, he was like, she didn't stay at my birthday. Neither did his dad. And neither did the other 2 people that said that they was coming that didn't come. All of that is mentally draining, okay? I keep looking at this. Did you say something to them? I've been saying something to my family about favoritism, about treating my kids different, about treating me different my whole entire life. Well, not my whole entire life, but definitely for the last 20 years. I'll tell you that. Um, I'm done talking for a second. Kills, let me go read what you put earlier today. My son turned 4.
Okay.
Sometimes when people exit your life, you don't need an explanation. You are not for every. That's it. So, Kills, I just went back to your comment if you're still on here. I'm in a season right now, and today what I said, how do you explain that to someone so young? So my son, Legend, is not your typical 4-year-old. He's very smart. He's very, very smart. So I just let him know what it was. Like I just straight up told him, well, as parents, we be lying to our kids. Well, no, it wasn't a lie because I just told them that they were busy because obviously they were too busy to join your party. That's it. That's what I just told him. I said, they were busy. I said, but did you have a good time? He said, yes. I said, that's all that matters. You had an amazing time. Everybody that was supposed to be there to celebrate you was there. And you had a great time, right? And he said, yes. I said, that's it. And we haven't had a conversation about it since. That's it. That's all I can do. As a mom, all I can do is what I wish someone did to me as a kid when I had questions instead of saying, we had to mind our business or stay out of grown folks' business or whatever the case may be. I allow my children to ask questions. Now, certain questions, now they know they can't ask and they just don't ask, but anything that my kids ask me, I let them I let them know. I'm very transparent with my kids and I have to be because of things that we've dealt with and that we're dealing with. So, um, yeah. I sure hope you can still hear me here. Um, okay. So I'm sorry. So we can jump. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll be back to talking in a second. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic to my sister girl right on over here.
Well, first of all, I just want to say that was very heartbreaking, and I just want to say that I honestly hurt for you coming from a family that's very supportive. Like I hurt for you. I could not imagine someone that's supposed to be my immediate family coming to my party, not to come to my party. You show me that you let me know I can see you, but then you choose to do something other than celebrate. That's insane.
Oh, and barely even spoke to me. Came in, hugged my kids, and I just got a angel.
But I'm gonna pray on that. I'm definitely gonna pray on
Gotta
that.
pray on it. We've been praying on it.
But anyways, I'm still gonna pray on it because
We've been praying on it for years.
So the other one is mental habits.
Hmm.
And I have to touch on some mental habits because this is something that myself witnessed Angel doing. And together tonight, right now, in this very moment, we're gonna break it. And that's for each and every last one of y'all that does it too. We're gonna break it right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The mental habits is the overthinking or replaying a situation. It happened, you lived through it, you talked about it, it's done. We're gonna let it go. We're gonna move forward. Mm-hmm. The next thing is the negative talk. The negative talk about self. I'm not good enough. Mm-hmm. I'm failing. What's wrong with me? I'm not enough. That's all dead. You are enough. You are doing what you're supposed to do. You was not at fault at all. And you are a wonderful mother and a wonderful person, and I'm so glad that I met you. Thank you. Say that. Thank you. And then the last one that I could say that I know for sure that I'm guilty of, and I'm quite sure we all guilty of it at some point, is trying to control stuff that we have no control over. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to learn how to do the serenity prayer. You know, give God what we can't control. The things that we can change it. The things that we can't, give it to God and know the difference. Stop going back and forth because all you're doing is pulling your own heartstrings, trying to make somebody do something that they're gonna do what they want to do anyway. They're gonna do what they want to do. You can't control what somebody else does, but guess what? You can control what you do. You can choose not to be hurt again. You can choose not to be let down again. You can choose to live in peace. You can choose to just, you have a choice. And the only person that you can fully control is yourself. Mm-hmm. So just remember that, okay? Mm-hmm. So that's that. Um, yeah, so we all in agreement that we're gonna stop doing those things, right?
I'm gonna try. It ain't gonna happen overnight, but I'm dang sure gonna try.
We're gonna hold each other accountable. Mm-hmm. We're gonna make sure that we have a better outlook on things, so we won't keep on doing that insanity thing. Keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. If you won't change, you got to do something different
and be the change you want to see.
That's right. And then it's the physical factors. When we get in our funk, when we get in, when we get mentally strained and our heart feels broken, and all these things, what we do, we stop eating. We make sure we don't eat.
I'ma eat.
We stop doing stuff consistently.
I'ma eat.
Stuff that we always do. That we normally do. Well, I'm gonna say that we stop eating or we overeat.
I ain't gonna overeat, but I'm still eat.
It's one of the two. Like when we going through all the phases, you don't sleep well.
I ain't been sleep.
You up thinking and just overthinking, and then you got hormonal shifts. Sometimes you get
period get thrown off.
Yeah, all of that type of stuff. So we just got to make sure that even when we're going through these strains, because sometimes life throws us curveballs, and it don't be curving, it be hitting us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? When it hit us, so we just got to remember.
Heavy on the eating, lack of motivation,
Yeah.
for sure.
So we just got to remember that even when we don't want to do stuff, that's even more reason to get up and do it. We got to fight against this thing. We got to make sure that we eating proper meals. We got to make sure that we speaking everything that the devil is telling you. You got to say the opposite to yourself, because we know that he is a liar. So we got to say the opposite to ourselves. And I'm gonna say your body and mind are connected. When one is off, the other one feels it. So when you're off, when you're mentally strained, you feel it. You start getting heavy. Your body just feels you sluggish. You don't want to talk to nobody. You 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 just want to be alone. You isolate for the wrong reason. Isolation can be good, but if you isolating because you're going through it, then that could be a bad thing, because now you're sitting in it, and that's allowing your mind to be transformed and think. Remember I say, what you speak is your destiny. You speak life or death over your life, and if you just sitting there in a dark spot, isolated, then you letting all them negative words fester in your mind, and then they come out your mouth, and then yeah.
Sometimes though, with me, isolation is good because when I go through certain things, I tend to lash out on people. Like my kids get it the worst. So like this whole week, it was Wednesday. So yeah, this whole week, every day when I come home, I have to sit in my car for a little while and decompress. Like I ain't even gonna front. I haven't even been able to cook. Like I have not even been. I sit in my car until the last minute. Where if I take my kids to their dad house, I just sit outside in a car because that's my time. Especially being that a lot of us deal with mental, I don't want to call it a mental illness or whatever, but we deal with mental health issues. So some of us take medicine or whatever. I took myself off the medicine in December. So because I don't want to be a dependent on anything or anybody except for God. So I wanted to learn how to pray myself through every situation. So what I do now is, because like some days, like I'll be like, oh my God, I just need it. I need it because I know how it just numbs me, and I don't feel what I'm feeling right now. And sometimes we gotta feel that way. So I isolate myself so that I don't take out my frustrations on the wrong people or innocent people, because that's how we mess up other people. And that's how we end up by ourselves, because we go through certain things and we take it out on innocent people. So that's kind of hit or miss, because sometimes isolation can cause us to go into that dark place that starts with a D that I try not to use, that I try to make sure that I stay very far from, and that's depression. Because when we go through these things, and that's a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, well, yeah, most of the times that I've ever been depressed, it came from childhood traumas. And it came from, and even dealing with other people issues that I just started wearing myself because I'm trying to fix somebody else. So now I'm wearing their baggage.
Control stuff
that's out of my control. Yeah. Yeah.
No, isolation is not bad. I'm not saying that isolation is bad all the time, because it's not. God just had us isolated. Sometimes you need isolation, but if you're in isolation because you're going through and you just cut the whole world out, that's when all them negative. And when I say isolation, I'm not talking about, okay, I'm gonna give myself an hour to myself.
Yeah.
I'm talking about giving yourself days and weeks, and not being in communication with anyone else.
Yeah,
So all
absolutely.
you're doing is feeding off of that negative energy, your negative thoughts, you festering, and then it comes out your mouth. All the things that we just talked about, wasn't me. I'm blaming myself. I wasn't good enough. What did I do? I'm not worth anything. All the stuff that the devil will plant. Because when the devil gets you, the first thing that he gets you is in your mind. That's the first thing. If he can make you believe it, he got you. So we have to be careful with that. So, what does mental strain feel like? It feels like irritability, like you be so irritated, feeling overwhelmed easily, overstimulated. You get the brain fog, trouble focusing. You get anxiety, heaviness, or even numbness. Sometimes you get numb.
You're tired.
Yep, the physical symptoms. You get headaches, tiredness, nausea. These are all things that mental strain could put on you, where it's literally felt the seen from. So if you see somebody else and you notice all these signs, you could be like, oh, they going
They're
through.
going through it. And it's so crazy that we even having this conversation because with everything that happened on Sunday, me and my kids that ain't been cool for a long time. You know that, like for a long time. So even at my son's party, after the party, I think I talked to him for a second, and he called me back later, like, "What's going on with you? What's wrong?" I can hear it in your voice. Like, dog, you don't really care. Calling me for. So sometimes, like, we definitely weird, and for me, so most of the time the mask that I have on, you can't see what I'm going through because I mask it. I'm always happy. I'm always bubbly. I'm always, but I'm allowing myself to not be fake because that's fake. I'm pretending to be something that I'm not. And I have to understand, like, because even though I'm in a position that I'm in with the youth organization, with being a life coach or whatever, just being somebody that people look up to, this part right being vulnerable showing that I'm real. I'm human. I feel just like you feel. Like all days is not good days for me either. You know what I'm saying? So if I continue to pretend, but and even in that, and with me going through what I go through, I still found myself pouring into people. Like I'm like, oh my, pouring it from wherever. I don't even know where I was getting it from. But I'm still encouraging you. But I need you to encourage me today. I need that from you. So when I do, even when I stop doing my little videos and people be like, Angel, like, what's going on? What's up? Like, I need you. Like, this is blah blah blah. But I just be wanting people, and I'm gonna just say this while we on here for those who's watching who know how I do what I do when I do what I do. When I don't, when I'm not available to send these videos or to send the inspirational messages, just send it to me because maybe I need that. If I'm steady pouring into you, like I'm literally telling y'all now, I'm mentally exhausted. Like I'm saying that. I've been in school. It's the last couple of weeks in school, so I'm doing finals. I am a single mom. I was working. Now I'm not working. Like I'm dealing with all of these things to still try to stay sane. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of everything else that's still piling up on me.
I could even do y'all one even better. Long as we just make it a habit just to encourage each other on a daily basis anyway.
Yeah.
Because
It sound good, but it ain't gonna happen.
You don't know what nobody is going through. You know what I'm saying? Just wake up in the morning and start your morning off by sending out encouraging quotes to people.
That's what I do it. Well,
Just
I was.
just let people know that you there, you thinking about them, because y'all don't know. Just a text message, a phone call, it could take somebody a long way. It could make the difference between somebody being suicidal and somebody feeling like, okay, I talked to Letitia today. I can make it. You just never know.
Never know. You never know how.
Let's make
Like, and that's why when
happen.
I do my video, when I do my little inspirational messages, like I'm telling you, every time I do it, I'm all like my inbox, text messages, whatever. Like, thank you. I needed that. Like, you have no idea. Like, I listened to this, that, and the third, and sometimes it'll be people that I don't even know because we're not even Facebook friends. They're not even following me, and they see what I post or a video. I just got a message from somebody like, I just watched your live. I want to invite you to come to church with me on Sunday. How are you watching my live and we ain't even friends?
Cause it's public, baby. That's what we do.
But I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
because sometimes gotta bring them strangers in to do what you expected your friends or them familiar faces to do. And I thank God for that because I always say I don't meet no strangers. I always say that I don't meet strangers. I don't. It seems like everybody I meet, I'm like, hey, I know you.
And if you don't know them,
and it's
they
just a
definitely
familiar,
know you.
and it's just exactly, and it just be a familiar spirit because in the season that I'm in and the changes that I made with in my life, God is studied surrounding me with like-minded people, and I thank God for that. But anyway, sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay,
my bad, y'all.
Okay, so how to get through it? Let's talk about how to get through it. You're gonna stabilize your body first. That means you're gonna make sure that you're eating something what you say you ain't got no problem with. So
You know, I ain't got no problem eating, but
okay, so you're gonna drink water constantly, which I see you ain't got no problem with that either.
got a problem.
And you're gonna get rest.
That's what I got a problem with.
Because even when you rest, when you do all of it, even if it's just short now, but when your Bible is stable, when your body not Bible always stable, but when your body is stable, that's when your mind calms down fast.
But you got to understand, like in the midst of a lot of things that we go through, it's hard to.
Just need that reminder, like you just need that friend.
Just say get some rest.
No, just to have a conversation.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm talking about. Like I can't go to sleep. I have not been asleep since Sunday.
Do you try to?
I done tried everything.
You did the calm music.
I go to sleep to the rain sounds. I go to sleep to the rain sounds. I can't. Like I have been. But the thing is because I can't turn my mind off right now because
Girl, I know.
So like
I
first of
hate
all,
that.
I'm the type of person where I feel some type of way. I'm an overthinker.
That goes
and
back to
then
the first part.
yeah, but the thing is, I don't be thinking about my problems.
Everybody else.
I be thinking about I be thinking about certain people issues. Like, how can I make this better for them? It's never about me. I'll never wear my own weight. Cause I handle myself like whatever. Cause I've always heard you strong. You gonna handle it. You always figured out you. That's what I've been hearing since I was a kid. I just had a conversation with my mom about that too. Like and so growing up, when you hear when your parents or whatever tell y'all, hey, Lucky, when they tell you, you're strong, you're gonna always figure it out. We always felt like you was the strong one. So hearing that from a kid, then I had to be the strong one because y'all think that I'm the strong one. So I gotta prove y'all that I am really the strong one when really I'm not that strong.
Only strong because I gotta be.
That's it. I'm really not that strong. So I'd be like, God dog, when you just can't be strong no more, what the hell do you do? Gotta continue to pretend to be strong because so many people rooting for you, with so many people dependent on you. Like literally,
I get it.
So I can't turn it off.
We got so many ways. We got so many similar ways.
Yeah.
We got so many. But this is what it suggests. It says
it's draining. I go through the same thing, and I'm the youngest child. I'm the middle. I'm the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like, golly, like get me. And normally the youngest ones, I don't know who you are, because I know your name ain't Brutality. Who you talking about? What you talking about? Brutality.
Oh, okay.
Brutality. So, but it's all good. You could be incognito, but normally you would expect that the youngest ones get hey broski. Normally you would think that the youngest ones get all the attention and all the love because that's what I see in my household. Well, not my household, but upbringing.
Just all depends on the family. Yeah. But here's some things they suggest we do, you guys. So they said write down everything that's stressing you. We're gonna need a book. Circle only what you can control today. That's good.
That's great.
Circle what you can control today. Let the rest sit. Not ignore. Just not carry it right now.
So we already said that. I mean, not already said that, but we talked about that. But and then even though we talk about it and we know what we supposed to do to get through it, we never did it.
But they just gave us a
great idea.
What to
so
do.
This is what I think. Like this is what I feel like when you said that, right? You draw two circles and let the other circle overlap, right? So you got the things that's going on right now, and then in the middle you got the things that you can control and the things that you can't control, and do it like that.
They say, well, if that's the case, the only little piece right here
in the middle is what you can't control. That's what we gotta focus
that's
on.
That's what you focus on. And I feel like that's a good homework assignment for all of us. And I feel like it would, lighten our loads a little bit.
I feel like
we just heard about Angel's story. We ain't told our stories, of what we're going through. And even though hers was, she put hers out there, hers was really harsh and heartbreaking. Everybody got their own story what they're dealing with. I think that method will help everyone.
I think so. I really honestly think so. Well, that'd be good for the youth organization and then for our business. Or your business.
Number 3, ground yourself spiritually. Do your short prayers. God help me carry only what's mine today.
That's good. God only help me carry what's mine today.
Read something grounding like Psalms. Cause songs is, that's an
Mhm.
uplifting one. Sit in silence for a few minutes, not asking, just breathing. So that time in the car,
Mhm.
that's just the inhale, exhale moment. You know, gentle movement, not punishment. You started walking, keep that up. Even 10 or 20 minutes help release the stress hormone. Don't push your knees too hard. Steady is better than intense. Release it out loud.
Scream.
Talk to someone you trust.
Don't trust nobody.
Or even speak out loud to yourself.
Somebody's
Seriously.
always listening. It's like I'm
It
joking.
helps organize thoughts.
Mhm.
Set small boundaries. If something or someone is draining you, it's okay to step back.
Remove your listen. I just said today.
You don't have to solve everything today.
Set boundaries. Is that what you said?
Yes, real talk. Mental strain usually isn't one big thing. It's too many things sitting on you at one time without release. You
Mhm.
don't fix it all at once. You lighten the load piece by piece. If you want, you can. Oh, that's it.
I mean, everything that you just said about fixing it is pretty much everything that I got right here. Because the first thing you got to do is be aware of the situation and start with awareness. This is why I overthink. A lot of us, this is why this is why I always people please. And you know what I'm saying? Like this, it comes from childhood. Like I'm always overthinking things because this is me, blah, blah, blah. Then people please. I'm like, dang, I don't want nobody to be mad at me. I just want everybody to be on my side type thing. And this is why I struggle with feeling like enough. You know what I'm saying? Like these are things that we really deal with every day. And it's not just us, it's a lot of us. But you just gotta start with being honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Because you can't heal what you won't acknowledge.
That's right.
And so that's why I started talking about it.
And you
But
can't
then when
heal
you
what you can feel.
yeah. But this is why, and then when you start talking about it, it causes issues because people like, oh, you just want someone to feel bad for you, or you didn't really go through that. That's what my sisters used to say. You didn't really go through that. Why you just want to tell a sad story? Why would somebody just want to tell a sad story? I wish I could say I had the best upbringing. I had the best parents. Like, shoot, we came from a household where was no yelling, no fussing, no cussing. We got up and went to church every Sunday. We sat at the table every Sunday. We sit at the table every Sunday with Sunday dinner because my mom, one thing she didn't, she ain't play about us cooking. That's why all of us can cook. But I'm just saying, like, golly. But anyway, um, so you hear me say all the
What
time.
was that laugh though?
I don't know.
What was that laugh?
I don't know. But you hear me say all the time, which is what somebody used to say in our church all the time, you change your mindset, you change your season. And so every morning you always, even in every prayer, I always say, forget what I be saying. Yeah, Father, you have done and all that you plan on doing for us in this season. Because everybody is always in a different season. Tomorrow you can wake up and be in a different season. So I'm always thanking God for what He is doing for me today, tomorrow, next week, the week after next, or whatever the case may be. But anyway, um, we got to start checking our thoughts. Rewire your mind.
That's right.
A lot of us move off of old beliefs like I'm not enough. People always leave me. I got to earn love. When those thoughts come up, you got to pause them. Is it true or is it just my past talking? That's why I always say the devil is a liar. And start replacing what I am enough. I deserve consistent love and I don't have to prove my worth. A lot of times I felt like, even recently, I felt like, dang, am I paying for what's a good prayer to say in the morning? I work at CMH and I always need a boost in the morning.
Ask God to allow you to separate what you go through at work from your personal. Ask Him to give you strength and to put on a shield so that your clients' issues don't become your issue. Because I know that working with CMH, you deal with a lot of different clients that has mental health going on, and if you like me, you'll pick up that stuff and you'll carry that stuff with you. So you want to ask Him to help you separate it. Man's gonna do that too, then.
Yeah. I love that secondary trauma is real. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I start all my days And when I say I pray probably 50 million times a day, I'm not playing. I pray 101 times a day.
Yeah, I don't care what job you go into. I feel like you should always pray before you go into job because spirits do jump.
Not just jobs, but I pray when when I go to school. I pray when I get in the car. I pray I pray when I get up out the bed. But I always say, God, I thank you for today. Thank you for life, health, and strength. Thank you for all that you have done and all that you plan on doing for me in this season. And I always ask him to protect me from any hurt, harm, or danger. And anything that's in or around me that's not of you, I ask that you block it and protect me from it, replace it with your love in any situation. You know what I'm saying? Or any first of all, I don't like to be around a lot of people no more because spirits jump. I used to work in a club and I could not understand why there was so much chaos in my household until I blessed my house. But watch who you are around too. Like you actually have an amazing job because it takes somebody with a real heart and compassion to work in that at that type of place. Like, even home health care. You have to have you have to have a what's the word I'm looking for?
The heart for it.
You definitely have to have the heart for it. It was a word that I was looking for, but we just gonna say it that you definitely have to have a heart for that. So I pray that God just protect you from any evilness that may be in or around people because a lot of times when people are dealing with mental health issues, especially when it's in the mind, it just be a demonic spirit.
That's all it be.
So I just pray for protection over demonic spirits. If you are a believer, well, obviously you're a believer. Just talking about a prayer. What I'm talking about. So, but yeah, just make sure that you stay covered. Um, stop others giving to feel love. Stop over giving to feel love. That was something else that we were talking about. So stop over giving to feel love, and that's something that I need to work on because I am a giver. I feel like, I feel like the reason why I give so much and I do so much, and it's not just money, it's time, it's energy, it's everything that I put into anybody that I love or I care about. Like I'm gonna go over and beyond for like my friend girl this morning, she was going through something, and instead of me, and I was about to go to school to go to the library or something, but she mentioned that she didn't feel that she was just going through it. And so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna come with you. That's how I am. That's how I am with everybody. If anybody call me, it don't matter what I'm doing. I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing to make sure that I am there for you or whatever the case may be. I don't care how far I gotta drive. I don't care what it is that I gotta do. I'm gonna do it. Craig's in trouble. Drop everything. Come quick. That's me. That's me. Okay. Like that's me. So I'm in the spirit where I have to stop doing that. I have to stop allowing people in and out of my life because it's convenient for them. Whatever. So stop overgiving just to feel love. Some of us love hard because we're trying to be chosen. That's probably
Stop trying to be chosen when you already
I
chosen.
say that I'm the chosen one.
God already chosen
Because
you.
I am the chosen one. We give, and we hope to come back. Like I literally I say this all the time. I wish I had a me, and actually I do. So I thank God for you.
Oh, thank you.
I do. Like I truly thank God for you. Like you're a constant reminder, girl. It's not me, it's God. Oh, God's gonna work it out. And when people be saying that, like I'd be like,
I say God's gonna work it out, and then God work it out right in front of my face, so I can be like, "Yep, I told you."
and God literally do it. Like in okay. And he show up when you least expect it. Like I just went through it. Hey pops, I just went through it, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, then the third, and how I'm gonna take care of this, then the third.
Up.
Immediately.
God showed up. He definitely showed up. He showed up.
Did you hear me?
Yes, I did, and I'm just ignoring you right now.
So anyway, and he definitely showed up and showed out in more ways than one. But and then and when it comes to love, right? Make sure that whatever you are giving, talking to myself, is reciprocated.
Lord.
Don't give more of you to anybody than they're giving to you. Don't over, and I just made a status today. I'm done over pouring. Don't over pour into people. Don't give more than you are getting. If every day you gotta make the first call, the first text, the first prayer, the first, and you never get it, and they be mad if you don't call them first, but they ain't calling you first. Drop that zero. Say the other part.
Nope. Because I don't necessarily agree with that.
Why not?
If you okay, so let me just break it down like this. Like, I don't call people to have conversations if it's not reciprocated. If I'm the only one that's calling to have
I
conversations.
said in a relationship.
Oh, you said a relationship?
I definitely did.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the relationship part. Because I was going to say, but if you just doing motivational, whatever, don't look for nothing back because they may not be in the place to
Right.
give you nothing back.
Right.
So,
I definitely said relationship.
I didn't hear that, so please excuse me for that.
Before you got a good heart. Yeah, I do. I'm always pouring. Hey, watch. But I'm always pouring into people when and I'm talking about relationships. I'm always over giving myself to people in relationships. So that's why when it don't work out, I'm always the one that's like messed up the worst because damn, I went all in. You didn't hear what? Whatever. I know I said, hey. I know I said relationships and I said it for a reason because I seen something and that's why I said relationships. So, okay, but anyway, set boundaries. You also said that, and that's the hardest thing to do because we be setting boundaries but don't be standing on business.
Oh, I'm guilty of that one. I am so guilty of that one. But I've been getting better.
And that's why in this season I'm starting to let people know when something hurt me or I felt some type of way. I just lied because I didn't, because something just happened in it. You definitely didn't say relationship. Okay, well that's what I meant. Okay.
Thank y'all.
That's what I meant. Okay. Well, anyway, learn to say I'm not okay with with such and such. Tell people when you need space. It's okay. Don't let people overcrowd your space, overcrowd you. Stop doing that because sometimes we have a habit of just say, okay, I'm just gonna let them around me because they're going through something. But stop carrying away to other people's issues because that's not your issue. And that's why we be so messed up because we try to take on everybody's problem and it was not a problem that was assigned to us. Stop assigning everybody else's bullcrap to you, okay?
Then you ain't got no energy to fix your own stuff.
That's why I'm the way that I am right now. That's why
you ain't got no energy to fix your own stuff because you too busy trying to fix everybody else's stuff and you a hot mess.
Stop expecting everybody to change. We cannot change everybody. Oh,
say that again. I need to hear that again.
Stop expecting everybody to change. We cannot change everybody.
Letitia, you cannot change everybody.
Hey, girl. I knew who you was when you said your name. You ain't even have to say everything else, Jalea. But hey, girl. But yeah, you can't change everybody. And a lot of times we get in relationships because we see the potential, or stay in relationships because we see the potential in somebody. Get up out of that. Because the longer you stay, the more you gonna hurt yourself. I'm talking to Angel. Look at myself on all these cameras.
Yeah, she's talking to
I am talking to me, okay? I'm talking to me. I ain't talking to nobody else. I'm just talking to me. Stop expecting people to change because everybody's not going to grow. Everybody is not going to understand you, and everybody is not meant to grow through. Everybody is not meant to go into the next season with you anyway. So let them go. Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. So for those of us who's dealt with childhood traumas, it says reparent yourself. That younger version of you is still in there. They don't need you to ignore them. They need you to show up for them. So start talking different to yourself.
Let me show up for yourself.
That's so crazy because
show up for you.
That's so crazy because she said y'all hitting on everything I needed to hear. Listen, before we get on this thing, we pray and ask God to allow us to say everything that somebody need to hear. Okay, we just be talking. We just be talking. We be letting him talk. So I literally just looked at myself in the mirror on Sunday after I got done crying because I felt some type of way about my mom and them and everything. I'm crying and sad, but they having a mighty good time. They bowling. They lit. They turned up. Probably having a couple drinks. Feeling good, looking good because they was all looking nice. I opened up my mirror and I said, Angel, literally, no lie. I said, Angel, get yourself together. What you crying for? Like I was literally talking to myself. Like, what you crying for?
Sometimes you gotta talk to yourself.
They not. You still crying? Shut up, Trini. Tell us some. I ain't crying all today. I cried a little bit yesterday, but My baby checked me anyway. So I said, get yourself together because what you crying for? Because they not sad. And that's how I got myself. That's why I'm not feeling sad about anybody that just ghosts me or anybody that started treating me funny. I just what you sad for and they living their best life. They ain't thinking about you. What you thinking about them for? Okay. So anyway,
Let me read this real quick. She just said, "Amen. I received that." She said, "My childhood drunk trauma affected me now more than I am older.
come on, Tyrell. Oh my
When I was
god.
younger, being adopted
Sorry,
covered
y'all.
me from feelings.
Oh my god.
It all. Now I'm
Hello.
lost, but God.
I'm doing a podcast, so
You may
you
seem
on my
like
live. I'm
you
gonna call you back.
lost, but you can you're not lost.
Okay.
Find yourself, Sheila. You are doing an amazing job with your children. Find yourself.
Yeah.
She just read. Sometimes we just gotta reparent ourselves.
Mhm.
The parent that you needed
It's
when
in
you were
you.
younger, you're that parent now. So be that parent to yourself.
Yeah, it
That
is
little
hurtful
that
when it
you
comes to
still there.
family.
That younger you still
The
there. So
absolute
start
worst.
parenting yourself. You got this, boo.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
got this.
Now, yes, but here's the thing. When it comes, they always say family gonna hurt you the worst.
Yeah. You know why they hurt you the most? Because you expect so much out of them. You know, a mom is supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? A sister or brother is
Hold on, wait,
supposed to be
before
there.
you
Go
right there
ahead.
where you at. You
Go
know how
ahead.
you just said a mom is supposed to be there.
Mhm.
So, and I can't stand that saying. I can't
Mhm.
stand that
Mhm.
because I mean, yes, they are supposed to be there, but like when you said that, I heard, I love you because I'm your mom.
Mhm.
Don't love me because you my mom. I want you to love me because you love me.
No, but do you know
But
what
we
a
do
mother is? Like a mother
is
is
a
some yeah,
nurture.
that's somebody
Yeah, so
I
yeah.
push you out of me. So yeah, I love you because I'm your mother. You came from me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I love your every being. I created you. When I see you take your first step, that's me.
Yeah.
See, so it hits different when it's from your mother.
Yeah.
You're my baby.
Yeah.
Everything that you is, it came from me.
Yeah.
Your mannerism, I taught you that.
Mm-hmm.
I think about my daughters now, y'all. My daughters are 17 and they graduating. My last baby, they're graduating with honor. Do you know how proud that make me feel? Those are my babies. I carry them for
So
9 months.
congratulations to you
You
too.
understand what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I nurture them. I watch them. I help them through different milestones. You know what I'm saying? They dad told my, I'm not talking about me as their mom. And they graduate. I love them because they're mine. Every sacrifice that I ever had to give, I gave it for them.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. So that's why a family hurts you because they supposed to be there.
Yeah.
They supposed to be there. They supposed to feel that love from you because it doesn't matter it don't matter who the absent parent is or who the other parent is. It don't matter. What matters is you came from me. You're mine.
Yeah.
I could care less about anything or anybody else when it comes to you because you belong to me and I'm gonna make sure you good.
Okay, so I guess that's why when single mothers like myself say, dang, like why I gotta do everything? Like why the daddy can't I wanna be a dad so bad. I do. I want to be a dad. I wish I was a
But
dad
this is
so
it.
I can pick and choose. And when you say that, people be like, "Oh, it's because you're the mom. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to."
No,
But who said?
no, because if I was a man, I would feel the same way.
Absolutely.
You came from me.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is more so because I do know some single dads. I do know some dope dads because I got one on here. He's an amazing dad. But like I do know some dads that definitely show up more than the mom. But what I'm saying is sharing personal stories on overcoming trauma. Oh, okay. So, but what I was saying was, it's always, or you're supposed to do that because you're the mom. Like the dad don't really matter, but why don't the dads matter too? Hey, girlfriend,
No, that
why don't the
definitely
dads
matters.
matter too? Like, why is always just because you're the mom, because you're the mom, because you're the mom?
Well, I look at it like this. The dad matter too, but I only can speak as a mom because I'm a mom.
Because you
Now,
big,
if
she
I
big
was
stepper.
if I was a dad, then I would be speaking more towards the dad because I am a dad. But I am a mom, so I'm only speaking from my standpoint.
Right, I
You know
feel
what
it.
I'm
I
saying?
feel it.
Like, but there are some amazing dads. Like, really, truthfully, I don't care what me and my husband go through. I don't care about how many different disagreements we may have, how many ups and downs. What I can say is that he's been there for his kids every step of the way. You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying? So I'm not here to, dispute anything
I
like
wish I knew
that.
what that
But
felt like. Wish I knew what that looked like.
but what I'm saying, that even if he wouldn't have been there, I
Yeah.
still would have been
Big
here
stepper. Big
because
stepper.
they mine. They came from me.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go back to because y'all know how we be. So to continue to fix these things when you're showing up in a relationship, instead of overthinking, chasing, overgiving, and settling, start communicating clearly. Choose people who choose you.
How many cameras? 1, 2, 3,
7.
4, 5, 6. This is just a reader.
Oh, excuse me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's a reader too.
Oh, how many is it?
Reader.
Oh, so it's only 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. What 5? Because,
6, 7.
no, just 5. Because if you're
6.
gonna look at
Oh,
when you put
1,
in the
2.
right.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
Okay, whatever. Choose people who choose you. I don't know. Let me say it loud enough for the ones in the back. Choose people who choose you.
Choose to live in peace.
Walk away from inconsistency. Once they show you the first time who they are, believe them. Take your time opening up. Let me look at myself. Angel. Take your time opening up.
Make them prove to you who they say they is. Keep popping pins across the table, y'all.
Choose people. Stop trying to be chosen and start choosing yourself first, okay? And break the cycle. Even if you are a parent, even take a moment. You ain't gotta be perfect. We're not perfect. Check in with your kids. Love them out loud. Let them know that their feelings matter too. Y'all know I'm real big on that. I say that all the time. Make sure your kids know that their feelings matter too. Make sure your kids know that their feelings matter too. And their voice matter too. Please allow your kids to tell you how they feel about certain things that you are doing. And I'm speaking from experience because of my 13-year-old. I thank God that I healed the old me so that my son can heal who I had damaged in him. So now that we can talk, I let my kids know that they matter. I let my son let me know when I'm jumping off the hinges, he will correct me like, "Mom, can you stop yelling at me? Mom, why are you talking to me like that?" Yeah.
And I just want
I
to
did have a
say,
13.
look, we have to stop taking offense when our kids come
Tell
to
us how they
us and
yeah.
tell us how they feel. Yes, it's gonna hurt our feelings. Naturally, it will hurt our feelings. But we definitely have to stop taking offense and allow them to express themselves. Because how you expect to fix it if you won't even let them tell you what's wrong?
Absolutely.
You can't fix what you don't know what's wrong, and you don't want to be, somewhere later on looking and thinking like, "Dad, what should have?" Because when they get grown, they don't want to deal with you.
Yeah.
You wondering why they don't come around, or
Yeah.
allow them that platform.
Yeah.
Suck it up.
Yeah.
Cry when you get back long if you want to, because you feel like you failed at a scene of their childhood, but then change it. It's okay to say my bad. We human. We make mistakes, y'all.
And can I say this? This is the most important one to me. If you have multiple kids, and I'm saying this because I've always felt overlooked, obviously, because I'm talking about favoritism. If you have multiple kids, make sure none of them feel overlooked. Date all your kids individually. Love on all your kids. Like my 13-year, he hate to be hugged on. He used to love to be hugged on. But I feel like now he hated is because once I had them 2 little ones, like I started being super affectionate with them. And I kind of not ignored him, but I just wasn't all over him like I used to be.
Thought that he was
now,
straight.
yeah. So now, and I still be asking him like, "Do you feel like I treat them different than you?" And he told me, "Yeah."
We gotta stop
And
thinking
so,
that.
but what I
straight.
told him was, "You're 13, she's 7, he's 3." He was 3 at the time. So I said, it's not that I'm treating them different, like not like showing favoritism, but I have to deal with y'all on certain levels. First of all, I'm here as the only girl. And then I had to get out of that thought because sociologically speaking, we automatically treat our girls different because they're girls. We want to be more gentle. We want to be. My dad ain't do that with me. That's why I'm so rough.
And not only that, we got to get out of the thought of thinking, okay, we're doing this because of their age or whatever. But it ain't about how you see it; it's about how you make him feel.
Yeah. So I definitely corrected that. So now, I had to correct all of that. So when I tell you, me and my son's relationship is thebomb.com now. I love it. Like I can sit and play with him. Like he let me come hug him and squeeze his chunky cheeks and all of that. So just make sure that none of them feel overlooked, and love all your kids out loud. We 80 babies didn't have it. We sure didn't. We didn't.
No, we ain't had no
We
opinion,
didn't, but that's why we have to
that's why
allow
we
our
so messed
kids
up in the
to.
head.
Yes,
That's why.
but that's why a lot of these young kids, they out here shooting them up, bang bang, and doing whatever else because now the parents want to be their kid's friend. I'm not my kid. My 4-year-old to tell you, my mom's not my friend. She's not my friend. And I have to correct him like I am your friend. I'm just not one of your little friends. There's a difference. I'm your first friend. I'm your friend. I'm your mom, then I'm your friend. I'm just never gonna be one of your little friends. Don't ever bro me. I'm not that. Okay? So anyway, um, and when you make sure your kids are not overlooked, that's also healing you for me. It's healing to me because they know that I love them equally.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I told my oldest he my best friend because he went through everything with me. I told my daughter she's my best friend because she's my only daughter. I tell my baby he's my best friend because he's my baby.
Yeah. So I just feel like, even with talking about your kids and the differences, I think that it's like in the same aspects of what we was talking about earlier. Oh, you strong, so you okay.
Yeah.
We got to make sure that we're not putting that on our kids. And I'm saying that because that's something to look into for myself as well. Make sure they all feel like, because my kids be like, oh, Mario, your favorite. Oh, we know who your favorite is. Mario, your favorite. Oh, we know who your favorite is. And I tell them all the time, I don't have no favorite. I love all of y'all for y'all own personal reasons. The same.
All of them got different
Y'all
personalities
got
and
different
stuff like
personalities. The
that.
Mario, like you said, the Mario, that's my son. We grew up together. I had to learn with him. The Montre, that's my baby boy. Mario, my oldest. The Montre, my baby boys. And then the twins. You know what I'm saying? The twins, those my babies. Those my girls.
Those her favorite.
No, they're not my favorite. I don't
Like I
have.
only said that I was just
I don't have no favorite, but they'll try to play that thing. No, I don't. Because I was that child to be like, oh, I knew you was
They're
understanding.
not your friends, they're your children. Exactly. That's right.
I knew
We be too soft on these new generation.
yeah, well, I don't think I'm well. I don't think I'm
And
talking
you
on
one of them
mine.
too while you talking. I'm glad you said we, cause dang, them kids, your kids got you wrapped around their fingers.
Listen, I tell my children they're my best friend, and
I'm theirs, but we have to be parents first. Kids are blank canvases. Absolutely.
that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Absolutely. So anyway, look, somebody said something.
Yeah, she did. Well, I think this was passed, but she said everyone that choose you ain't genuine.
Yeah.
So we have to
Yeah,
make
have
sure we have
discernment. That is so good. That is so good. But just, at the end of the day, what happened to you, what happens to you, and what happened to you matters. How it affected you matters because it's real. So don't let nobody, like how my siblings used to do. Well, my little sister used to always say, they didn't never tell me this. They used to tell other people that never happened to her. That never happened to her. Until I have to sit them down and paint that picture. But don't let whatever happened to you, don't let nobody downplay what happened to
your
you.
experience.
Your feelings are your feelings. Can't nobody tell you how to feel about nothing that you experience. Those are your feelings. They can't tell you in your experiences, so they can't tell you how to feel about something that happened to you. So use your voice. You're allowed to use your voice because you matter. Your feelings matter and your voice matter. I'm gonna say that again when we close it. But anyway, and how it affected you is real, but it don't get to control you forever. So you can unlearn it, you can heal from it, and you can grow past it.
And just remember what happened to you. It happened. It's not happening. It's not happening right now. You have the power to make sure that it doesn't happen again. Now that you're older, you're more knowledgeable, you know what's going on. And I just want to throw this out here real quick before, we get off this thing. I want to say,
hey, Regine.
you know that strong friend, that friend that you feel like, holds it down, that friend that you feel like, or that sister that
or brother,
the brother, that you feel like holds it down, or if something was to happen to them, what would the family do? What would we all do? Check on them.
Yeah.
Check on them. Because most of the time, we be holding stuff together, but we be falling apart while we holding it together.
And we only holding it together because we know that y'all are dependent on us.
So just check on that friend.
Just about to say, run that back.
Say it again.
She was like, I was just about to say, run that back. Run what back? You know it's a 10-second delay, Regine.
Yeah. So, but yeah, just make sure that y'all check.
Oh, I know what she talking about. The you matter, your voice matter, your face.
Oh, okay. Okay.
See, I got disconnected.
Got it.
But yeah, so yeah, it is okay to check on your strong friends more often than not.
Yeah, please.
And I'm saying that to check on me. Check on me sometimes.
Yes.
I'm not okay right now, but I'm okay right now, if that makes sense. Okay. So we appreciate y'all, as we always say.
I don't have to say, y'all. This was a good podcast today.
It's a good session.
Yeah.
This is a good session.
I don't need no. I don't do friends anymore.
Y'all come like, yeah. So what am I? What am I? Because we 20 years locked in, baby. What am I? But yes, we're every Monday and Wednesday. That's what I was about to say. We appreciate y'all for coming on this thing every week with us, every Monday and Wednesday from 6 p.m. till we get up off this thing.
Yeah, it's not 6 p.m. It's 7 p.m.
I mean,
Eastern time. She's still living in the Chicago days, but it's 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, okay, I'll be your sister brother. But yeah, so yeah, we definitely locked in. You will always be my big brother. I appreciate you from day one to everything that you have ever done, all the encouraging words that you have ever poured into me, Trini. I appreciate you for that. The thing you said.
Oh, what happened?
Oh,
what
you go through, but how you grow through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we appreciate y'all for coming on this thing each and every week with us, 7 p.m. until we hop off this thing. I say 6 o'clock because we come here at 6. It ain't got nothing to do with Chicago.
Yes, it do.
No, it don't. But we get here at 6 o'clock so that we can praise, meditate, do whatever. Hey, Daddy Love is good. But
I love you too, Dad. Thank you. I know that's good.
But yeah, so but yeah, we appreciate y'all because we've been doing this thing. And like I said, whether y'all show up or not, y'all know we're gonna show up. But we thank y'all for continuing to show up with us, and we ain't gonna do nothing but get better. Okay. You have your professional life coach over here, and your professional, you're a life coach too, but what kind of coach are you? Spiritual, a professional spiritual life coach. I'm very spiritual too, but I'm just I didn't put this. I'm not okay. Anyway,
my certificate say professional as well. It don't say spiritual on there.
Oh,
so it say professional.
But you just real spiritual.
But,
so
yeah,
y'all just good in this yellow. Like, oh, you just
Kiana, what
Kiana ain't come on here today. She probably at work or she has something to do because we're gonna have to call her when we get off this thing.
I'm getting ready for Kiana. Listen, y'all, I'm getting ready for my sister girl. Her little
she have a book release, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm getting ready for it.
And then this Saturday at 4 p.m. for the 7 p.m. at 836. Is that the address? 836 Louisa Street. 835 Louisa Street in Lansing, Michigan, Suite 114, 112. I think that's the suite. We do have the sister lineup coming. Y'all follow it on my Facebook. I'm going to post it on my Facebook. Y'all don't want to miss that. That's about to be powerful. And guess who's speaking? Me. Duh. So you don't want to miss it. But anyway, we about to hop up off this thing. As you go about your day, first of all, I just got to say this one more time. I thank each and every one of you who have reached out to me within the last week, or whoever prayed for me, whether you called me, sent the message, or whatever. I truly appreciate it. Y'all have no idea how big that is to me. It may be small to some of y'all, but it's super big for me. Just for y'all letting me know that I matter. Okay, that's all I'll ever be saying. Like, let me know that I matter. Why can't somebody pour into me? So I appreciate y'all for just doing that. Yeah, that's it. So as you go about your day, go about your week, the rest of your week, know that you matter. Your feelings matter. Your voice matter. Your vision matter. Your purpose matter. And what you went through do not define who you are today, because guess what, baby? You grew through that thing. You grew through that. So you're doing absolutely amazing. So keep on going and keep on growing. And remember to smile, boo, because it look good on you. And until next time, live